are wearing the USA jerseys, and we found out how much a Zamboni is. Would you like to tell us how much a Zamboni is?
Well, let's put it out. You got 5 seconds to vote. Is it 100, 150, 175, 200, or $220,000? Get your answers in now. All right, Jacob.
It is $2,020.
$220,000.
And there can be additional speakers.
All-electric Zamboni.
And you can add speakers to it. So it's a pretty nice Zamboni.
That's without the speakers. You want to add speakers? Another 20 grand. You want surround sound? Another 20 grand. But for 220 grand, you can get lights, all electric. All right, so here we go. Set it up for game 2. What do we got? We got Caps got to score more goals. That's the long and the short of it.
The Caps have to keep the pressure going. This game, they had that penalty. They let up a shorty. That shorty's gonna cost them this game.
So Beck will be in goal for game 2. All right, we got it. We got a whole bunch of stuff we still got to do.
Wait, is the replay set at 12?
12 seconds. Heck yes, it is. All right, so here we go. Caps, Barons, game 2. Caps gonna have to score.
Yes.
Exactly.
And they're gonna need to get more crisper passes off, not just throwing out to no man's land.
Keep them heads on a swivel.
Looks like we got for game 2. And yes, we do have Beck in net for game 2. Lathan in net for game 1. And Brady might have a on later. Am I going or are you going?
You're going. You got period 1.
It's Jack to win the face-off back to Gavin. Gavin's going to win it back to Eli. Now Conrad's going to have it. Now that puck's to the Barons zone. Barons are going to have it on net. Now the Barons are going to send it up to 24. And now that puck's going all the way out of the zone. That was number 7 for the Barons are going to have a nice rush. Shot, missed the net. Now the Barons, number 7's going to have it. Check. Connor with the deflection. Now Beck with a nice save there. And now the Barons have the puck behind in the Caps zone. That puck's against the boards. Looks like that puck was going to get out, but just did not get out. Now that's going to go to Michael. Michael is going to send us out of the zone, so change. And now all the way down deep. Now looks like Henry's going to get to it first. And now that puck's back to the Barons. The Barons are going to have it. They're going to do a drop pass, gets deflected by Henry.
Oh, got to skate.
And now Henry is a nice check. Ethan
sends that right on it. Shot. Backhand. Rebound.
That puck is loose.
Come on! That was a bad whistle. That puck was never covered up, was sitting right in front of the net. They whistle it dead. We have it right on tape. I mean.
All right, so I was going to send that all the way back to Brady. Brady's going to get it over to Aiden. Aiden's going to wind up a rocket. Saved by the Barons. Aiden with a nice hard shot there. That's what we're going to need in this game is nice hard shots in this game. So it looks like Wes out here take the draw. And Wes, now the Barons are going to win it. Barons, 55 is going to try to get this puck out of the zone. Doesn't. Now the puck's going to go all the way across the ice. Number 93. Now 93 is going to skate it up for the Barons. The Barons shot.
Who's that make him?
Gia.
Zeta.
Zero clue who that is. Now
It's a baseball
Wes
reference.
is
You don't know
gonna
who
take it.
Jeter is?
No, I haven't watched that many baseball movies yet. Now Cooper's gonna have it. He's gonna send it behind the net, and now the Barons are gonna have this against the Blues. Someone's gonna try to lay a hit. And Cooper is gonna go after this. The Barons have the puck behind their own net, behind the Caps net. Now the Barons are gonna continue to hold on to this puck, applying pressure to the Caps. And now the Barons are gonna keep holding on to this puck. The Caps need to take this away. And that puck's saved, deflected in the front of the net somehow. And now Gavin's going to say, no, I don't want to get checked today. And now the Barons are going to have this one. Looks like puck's going out to Liam. Liam's just going to say, yeah, I can skate it myself. Liam would take a nice hard shot offside somehow.
Wow, that 2 early whistles that are egregiously not good.
11:20 in the.
That's true.
So Eli is going to have this puck at center ice, throws it up, and now the Barons are going to have the puck in the Cap zone.
Save.
Nice deflection there from the net. And keep battling it behind the net. And now that puck's back. Barons have it. The Barons are going to have the puck against the right side of the boards, people, the right side. Now, Brady, Miles is going to have it. Miles gets checked up off the puck. Now puck's behind the Barons net. The Barons have it. Jack's got it. Jack's in the center of the front of the net. Doesn't gets deflected back into the corner. Now that puck's going all the way out of the zone. And now that puck's going into the Cap zone. No icing. So Eli's in all the way out. I think Miles was supposed to catch it, but didn't, because he got the line change there. But the Barons are probably going to win this foot race. They do. Now that puck's behind the Caps net. Caps going to try to get it. Now puck's rolling behind the net. Shot. Now up to Gavin. Gavin's got it. Wait, yeah, that's Gavin, yeah. Passes up to Michael. That puck just gets tipped away. And now the puck's going all the way into the Cap zone. Barons are going to have it. Number 24 for the Barons are going to skate it into the Cap zone. Wrap around the net. Shot. Saved by Beck, I think. I can't see it in front of the net right now because everyone's there. Henry going to shoot this down deep. Now number 71 for the Barons is going to take it around the Barons net. And Gavin gets checked for no reason, and that puck's going out of the Barons zone and into the Cap zone. Aiden's going to pass it up to Henry. That pass gets intercepted, gets tipped up. Ethan's going to pass it over to Gavin. That pass was a little off pace there. Ethan going to try to get it, doesn't. And that puck's behind the net to Henry. Henry going to get it back to
Take that
Aiden.
shot.
Aiden,
Way
that
wide
puck
of
just
it.
missed the net wide there. And now that puck's going to the front of the net. Henry's got it. Henry's going
that
to take a
shot.
shot. Gets the
Oh, swing and a miss by Miles. Miles had the back door, just couldn't get the redirect to get it in.
And now Miles is going to have it again. Miles is going to pass one. Ethan gets his stick lifted, and that puck's going to the other side. Now, number 24 for the Barons is going to have it. Now that puck's going all the way back to Brady. Brady shot, gets deflected.
Brady skate in after
24,
that.
and then now 24 for the Barons is skating around to every single Caps player. No penalty called there. To Ethan. Ethan's going to use his hand. Ethan's going to get a nice shot.
It's going to be a nice.
So 8:43 for the Caps here in this one. Caps need one. So now we got West to take it. And now that stick might be a little break. But there's Miles. Miles going to skate it up, going to pass it to West. That pass doesn't really get capitalized. Now the Barons, 93, can dangle around one. He's going to shoot. Just missed the whole net. I mean, missed the net. Like now, Caps are going to bring this someone out of the zone. That puck's rolling back into the zone. Glove save, Gia. 8:17.
I forgot to start the clock.
8:17 in this period. First. So we are not even close to being halfway done with this game. Probably halfway done with the period, but not halfway done with the game. Now the Barons are going to have the puck behind Caps net. Shot, save by Beck. So 8:07 in the first. 0-0. Again, the shots on net's probably more realistic than the end of the games, but 4 shots so far, both teams. Gia, a nice glove save.
Gita, he has been flashing the leather.
But they are just taking nice, quick shots to the Barons. And now Michael's gonna have it. Michael's not gonna pass it up. Michael's gonna say, I'm gonna skate it myself. Shot, save, but that puck's going behind the net. Jabbing this all the way in the zone by getting slashed. And now number 55 for the Barons, and pass it over to another Baron. Now that puck's going all the way out of the zone for an ice. So far, so good. Only 3 seconds off. We're doing pretty well on the clock.
I'm doing terrible with the clock. But anyway, my hands are freezing already.
So we got Ethan, which this is going to be a tie for face-off draws. Now the Barons are going to have it. They're going to send this up to Conrad, but Conrad says, I'm going to it's going to go over to Henry. That puck just gets shipped off the board a little too early. Ethan's going to have it. Ethan's going to get slashed shut. Ethan's got Miles. I'm not going to pass it to Miles, but that's okay. Henry's going to have this puck. Henry's going to pass this up to Eli, I think. Now, number 20 for the Barons is going to have it. And now, Caps say, I want this puck back, so they're going to get it. And now, Eli's going to intercept it. Eli's going to pass it up to Henry. Henry going to take a break. Henry going to send this all the way back down deep. No icing. Henry's going to have it. We'll try to get it. And now the Barons, number 44, is going to have it. Going to take it, and he's going to skate it all the way down. Henry's going to finally stop him. Ethan gets the puck lost, and now that puck's stuck where no one is. And Aiden getting a little aggressive there. Going to send this back up over to Bennett. That puck's in the front of the net. No one can find it. Now Miles is going to try to get this. Miles passes it back. Gavin gets hit really hard. Gavin falls, and that is a penalty on the Barons. I think. Or it's an icing. No, it's an icing.
No penalty.
But so far, it's pretty fun to watch. A low game.
Fast pace already down. Half the way through.
And
a little
now,
more than halfway through.
Yeah. Aiden's going to send this all the way across the ice. Bennett's going to have it. Bennett's going to have a nice fake there. Bennett says, I don't want to. That puck's just going to go back into the Cap zone. Aiden's going to have it. Aiden's just going to be a brick wall from behind. And now Brady's going to send it up to West. West is going to send this up to back 24. No, Brady's going to say, no, I want this puck back. And he's going to send it into the Baron zone. Bennett's going to have this puck behind that. That puck just gets skated.
Good job by West to take that away.
Now West's going to have this. Now that puck's going back to the Barons, number 37, I think. That puck's going all the way down deep. Beck gets saved, going to send it to the corner. And now Miles is going to have it. Miles just chips it, and that is an offsides. No, it's a penalty. So it's a penalty on the Barons for what's going to be a tripping, I think.
Let's see what they call.
I would have took something else for that tripping. That was not a tripping at all. But okay. So we got Miles draw. We got Ethan and Liam for wingers. Now Liam's gonna have it. Liam's gonna send it back down deep. Miles has got it. Miles got it behind the net.
Oh!
Front just gets
Michael just couldn't get
good Ethan has it.
on it.
Ethan keeps getting
Take that shot!
Ethan just
shoot.
back in the Baron zone. Liam's going to get it back in the Baron zone. Shot. Glove save. Oh my!
Nice
what an
save by the
save.
goalie. That puck's still out though.
The puck is
still
very
out
loose.
front,
Hits
still
a
out
stick.
front.
Oh my gosh, this is intense.
Ethan's getting held all day.
77. Looks like it's going to be on 85. 85-77.
That was an obvious
That was
penalty.
a check to the head. For sure.
All right, so what do we got? 44 seconds at 5-on-3. Caps gotta capitalize.
We got Miles and Gavin. Michael's gonna take a shot, deflect it in the front of the net. Miles gonna have it. Miles gonna send it to Liam. Liam's gonna take a nice shot over to
One more
Henry.
pass.
Now he's gonna send it to Liam. Liam, just gets deflected. That puck's in the front of the net. Michael with the shot, just bounced off the pad. Michael's just gonna skate it. He's gonna pass it back to Henry. Just went offside.
Hey, whose parents are that kid?
So 19 seconds on the 3-on-5. So we got Miles to take the face off. Henry's got it. Henry's just gonna skate around it. Henry's gonna send the puck back all the way down the ice.
Good done.
You
So
know,
they got
Miles,
15
now that
seconds
puck's
left.
going all the way out of the zone, gets tipped up. Now Henry's gonna have it. Henry gonna take a shot.
Just wide.
Just missed in the head.
And now it's going to go all the way down the ice.
But Liam's not gonna make
quite
it
got
on
into position yet. So that'll do it for the 3-on-5.
But we still have a power play. So Michael's just gonna skate this up. Gavin being a nice body. That's going across to Liam. Liam shot. Gavin with the rebound goal to take the lead on the power play. So Caps' power play goal is scored by Gavin and assisted by no one because it was a rebound. Great play by Gavin. Way to get to the front of the net and just stay there to get that rebound. We got Wes, Ethan, Bennett, Brady,
It's actually
and
3:05 to go in
Andy.
the game, so I'm going to...
So now we got Brady's going to send this up to Ethan. Ethan's going to send this across to Wes. Just missed the stick. Wes is going to skate, get a nice stop. Now it's back to Ethan. Ethan gets slashed. That puck's going out of the cap zone. I mean, out of the Baron zone, but now into the cap zone. There's Barons in the 43. It's just going to skate it up. And that puck's going into the cap zone. Now
Gotta get
Wes
big.
sandwiches, and that puck's not out of play, just barely missed. Now Aiden's gonna have it. Aiden's gonna pass it over to Ethan. Ethan just got clear ice ahead. Ethan gets slashed. That puck just missed the net. You know, that puck's behind the net. Now that puck a little bit of a hit. Aiden just loses sight of the puck.
ready
It's
to
still in the
big.
zone. Now that puck's going across to the other side of the ice. That's
Caps
going
doing a good
down.
job of keeping their head up and being aware of where the puck's at.
Now Aiden's gonna have this puck behind the Caps net. Now the puck just gets deflected by Michael, just in the Baron zone. So we're gonna pass it up to Ethan. Ethan gonna send this down deep. Michael's gonna be the attacker for the Caps. And now that puck's gonna go. Puck's going back into the zone, out of the Cap zone.
Puck's still
Doesn't
in
know
the
how to
zone.
trip. And now the puck's just a battle right there. And now the Barons are gonna have the puck in the Cap zone. But now Jack kind of wants a different angle on that one. And now the Barons are going to have this puck. Kind of the Barons are just going to hold on to this puck.
Get it out. And we got a penalty. This one I think is going against the Caps.
It's going to be
Bad time to take a penalty. They had all the momentum.
so
gonna be
Conrad for
Conrad.
a cross check.
Well, 101.
130, but 101. So the Caps will not come back to full strength in the first. It will happen in the second.
Defense got to lock down, stay in position.
It's not going to come out of the zone.
That
But now
will,
it
though.
does.
Here we go.
Miles going to take a nice break, a one-on-one opportunity. Golden opportunity to score shorty, but does not get that pass in front of that. Now that's going across. Liam's going to have a lockdown. Liam gets the lockdown, and now that's going to Henry. Shot. Blocker saved by Beck, and now the Barons are going to have this puck in the Cap zone, and now the Barons are going to keep passing this around. Miles is going to try to get this, just doesn't get there.
20 seconds left to go. Caps got to lock it down.
Now Miles is going to try to get this.
Get it out. Just get it out. Nice tip
Miles
up
is going
by
to get
Miles.
this out. And now there's 9 seconds. There's not a lot of time left in this period. And that is folks. 28 seconds left on the penalty. And there might be another penalty. No, there's not. So, Caps have to burn 28 seconds.
Penalty kill for 28 seconds left in the second.
But it is 1-0.
Caps find themselves with an early lead.
If they get beat, then they're gonna score. The Barons are gonna score. So the Caps are gonna have to burn a penalty early in this one.
Short-handed opportunity there. Miles just couldn't pull the trigger. Good defense. Got it to the middle just with a man short. Didn't have anyone there to connect with. And now we'll see the Barons attack down on this end. It'll be back over here. Who's coming out for the second?
Bennett, West, Liam, and Cooper. For a second,
down,
I was like,
man.
there should have been 5, but now I was like, there's 4. And now the Barons are going to have this puck. And the Barons are just going to skate down the ice. Liam's going to say, I want this puck. And there is apparently 4 minutes left on this penalty.
Nice clear out.
I don't think
by
there's 4
Bennett.
minutes. Now the Caps, that puck's going down the ice. And now, to the Caps zone.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
That's a goal. So, 34 has a major. 3 minutes, 57 seconds.
But
Not
he should
sure
get out.
why or it was.
Because there's a cross check down here. Yeah, that's what should have happened. So now,
But Conrad was already in, so how did he get a major while he's sitting in the box?
Yeah, how did he? That's the
But
question.
anyways, it's 1-1. I think that confused everyone because they all of a sudden put a major. Now it's off. Now apparently we're back to full strength. So a little clock malfunction, a little home court clock misfunction advantage. I don't know, but that ties the score up at 1-1.
Now Cooper's going to have this puck behind the net. That's going to go over to West. Just missed that. Now Bennett's going to get this. Bennett gets laid out. That is no penalty there whatsoever. So it looks like the Caps just getting laid out. And the refs are not handling this at all. They are just letting them play, which usually means this game will get out of hand, which it is. So now we got Michael gonna have this. Now that's Barons. Barons are gonna have this. They're gonna send it to Liam. Liam's got it. Liam gets hooked. And now the Barons are gonna have this puck. That's going over to number 43. Now Michael's gonna get this puck out of the Cap zone. And now that puck's going into the Barons, but now they're gonna shortly bring it back out into the Cap zone. Liam's gonna win this foot race. Now Liam's gonna send this across. Liam gets checked up. And that is a save by Beck. So 11 minutes, 59 seconds remaining in the period. So apparently that might be a minor. I don't know. We'll see if Conrad's playing this period. But got Brady, Gavin.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Jack,
they had him for a minute and a
Aiden,
half, then all of a sudden they switched
Henry.
it between periods to a major. Just a weird sequence confuses the kids, and next thing you know,
they scored. So now that puck's in the Cap zone. Aiden's gonna get to this, or he does. Now the Barons are going to have it. The Barons are going to
Puck right out in
this.
front of the net.
And now the Barons are going to have this. They're going to send this over.
Another one right out in
across.
front of the net.
Abel's going to have it.
Caps got to get it out of the zone. Caps, you're playing too much of.
Now the Barons are going to have this puck. Now Brady's going to send us all the way across to number 44 for the Barons. Now Henry's going to check someone and then get this.
That finally clears. They say it was tipped.
Now the Barons are going to have this puck. The Barons are going to have this puck in their own zone. But now Caps get tripped. Henry can't get his stick. Or no, it's Barons. And now that puck's going to center ice to Michael. Michael gets a little checked up there. Now that puck's going to the Barons. Aiden's going to say, no, I'm going to stop you. And now that puck's going to the front of the net. Save by Beck. 10:36 in the period. So far, so good. So we got Ethan, Miles, Michael, Eli, and Conrad. So Conrad does not have a major. Now that puck's scored in front. Now Ethan's got it. Ethan's gonna get slashed up there. Now Miles is gonna have it. Miles gets almost fully laid out. And now it's gonna go to Eli. Eli's gonna get a little checked up there. Ethan's gonna have it. And now that puck's going to get chipped up. Ethan got it. Ethan's gonna block that check and say, no, I don't want to get checked today. Now that puck's going against the boards. Now that puck's going out of the zone. Now Miles got it. Miles gets checked. And now now it's gonna be in the cap zone. That is a save by Lathan. Beck. It's confusing. Because there's 3 goalies. One that's already stays on blue, and then Beck and Lathan go between blue and white in this team. So 10:02 in the period. Now the Caps are going to try to get this out of the end zone. Barons got it. Now Conrad's going to be there first. Conrad's going to get this up. Conrad might have got checked there, possibly. No, he did not get checked. Now the Barons are going to have it. Now Conrad's going to chip it. So that's
got to get there first.
No icing.
This is a dangerous shot.
Save. No goal. Conrad against the boards. They're battling for it. It's in the Caps zone. Glove. Saved. So Beck playing on his head today. So now we got the Caps going to win this one. Cooper's got it. Cooper's going to send this over to Jack. Jack didn't get hit there. Now they're going to take this out of the Cap zone, and that's going to be an offsides. .9:19 in the period. So that puck's going with the Barons.
Stays out of the zone.
Now the Barons are going to have this. Now that's going to be in the Cap zone. The Barons are going to have it. And now it's going to go to Michael. Michael's going to take this behind the net. Cooper's going to have it. Cooper gets absolutely laid out on the side. So 27 should be called there. Cooper is hurt, and they are not going to call a single penalty.
No, there's no penalty on that. That was a clean hit, but
the Jack one was questionable.
the cross check after the whistle was definitely should have been called. That's what Brad's over there on the bench arguing. Cross check to the head should never be allowed. But I would also say when you've played enough games in Cleveland and stuff,
We need one more.
you know what
Michael's gonna
calls
have
you are
this.
and aren't going to get.
I need to go ask my mom something.
Give me your mic. Or yeah, just go. Well, here you ask your mom. And now we're going to get another whistle. So we're getting chippy now. Now we get the makeup call. I wasn't really watching. Maybe it wasn't even a makeup call. But we'll reset everything here. We got 8:39. Scores 1-1. Number 27 going to go on the box for the Barons. So the Cavs coming up on a power play here. Looks like we got Miles, Liam, Henry, Michael, and Ethan in. On the power play, it's going to come up to Henry. Henry, a cross-ice pass over to Liam. Liam's shot, that's going to go wide of the net, left, and then it comes back over to the right side. That's where, I believe that's Michael. Michael's shot, rebound, comes out, taken away by the Barons. Barons going to skate it up, skate it out. And now if they go quick, they might get a one-on-one. They don't. They just kind of dump it down in, looking to maybe get off the ice. No. Liam going to quickly come back up, clears it out of the zone, takes it to center ice. Up along the right wing, dumps it down deep. Puck's going to end up behind the net. Stays over to the right side. Now we'll pass up over to, I believe that was Liam. No, that's Liam right there. Shot, that's off the mark to the left. Centered up again, shot. And Miles didn't have a stick down. If he did, that was going to be a nice redirect. Instead, it's going to clear out. They're going to call it that it was tipped. And now Cavs forced to reset. Henry with it. Henry skates it up. Able to clear it, takes it to center ice, brings it up along the right wing to the center. Now that's going to be Conrad there. Conrad trying to make up for the penalty earlier that cost us a goal. And they're trying to get one of his own. Henry able to keep it in. Gavin in there. Gavin able to tip it down deep. In the corner, puck stays. Aiden in there. Aiden, can he keep it in? Stays in. Now it's going to clear back out. We got about 9 seconds left to go on the penalty. And the puck's sitting down deep in the Capital zone, but it'll be an icing.
But now it's a penalty on Wes
Oh wait, Wes took a penalty?
for a rough.
Wes took a penalty, so what did Wes take the penalty for?
Apparently a roughing, but it's not a roughing. But
So here we go, halfway through the second period. Now we're gonna get some 4-on-4 for about 6 seconds. Then the Cavs got to kill one.
Conrad's
Puck
gonna have
down in the corner. Jack with it. Jack, he'll clear the zone. Here they come. Now Barons with a one-man advantage. Puck behind the net over to the left corner, far side. Barons reverse it out, keep it on the left. Now they're going to come up and attack. Out of the zone. Pass up to center ice. Across the blue line. Pass over to the right wing. Tipped over by Aiden. Aiden able to keep it up along the boards. Barron still with it. Right out in front of the net and off the post. Again, stay home. You can't let people sit out in front of the net and not have a guy on them. Caps get away with one there. And I thought we got a whistle there. It sounded like a whistle, but Caps on a weird line change. Now we got the Barons attacking back into the zone. Less than 30 seconds to go, and with 6:10 left. Well, for some reason I keep hitting pause and it's not pausing. So 24 seconds left to go on the penalty kill.
What did 27 get for the Barons?
What do you mean?
What did he get called for?
I'm not sure. So less than 20 seconds left to go on the penalty kill. Shot and a goal.
Right
Just
over
let
the
him come in unabated. That's what'll happen. You got to put pressure on him. You can't just let him take free shots.
That puck
That's
just
too clean of a shot.
that puck just went over Beck's shoulder.
That's too deep. to let him get that clean of a shot off.
Now the Barons.
Anyways, also don't commit to penalties in the first place and that won't happen. So 2 power play goals is the difference in this game. Shot, that's blocked by Liam. Now the puck scrum out in front of the net. Rebound comes out over to the right side, blocked by Ethan. Ethan kicks it up high. That's a pass. I don't know how they don't call that, but that's booting it forward. You're not allowed to boot it forward. There, Michael takes it away. You're allowed to knock it down. You're not allowed to pass it forward. Good job there by Jack to get that back out of the zone. That forces the Barons to reset.
Out to 2-on-1. Right. Michael's going to take this over to Ethan. That pass was just behind him there. And now the Barons are going to team up to take down the Caps.
Shot, rebounded up over the net.
Now the Barons are going to have this. They're going to send this back all the way back to Cooper. Cooper going to send this over to Liam. Liam going to try to get this up. Does. And now the Barons are going to have it. Goes back to Coop. Cooper is going to send this to Michael. Now that puck's going to Ethan. Ethan's going to get this puck out of the zone. And that puck's going back down deep behind the net. Liam going to take this fully out of the zone. And Miles just gets laid out from the front of the bench. And that's a too many men, I think. Nope, just an offsides. So Caps in desperate need for one.
Kind of a repeat of last game.
Yeah.
Where it's a hard-fought game on both sides, a couple miscues. I mean, the reality is 2 power play goals. Caps should be winning this, but 2 power play goals, kind of the difference. So Caps right in it though, just need to find one here late in the second, find themselves down 2-1, but done a much better job on putting it on net in this game than they have in the last game. I think the passing looks a lot, both games today has been decent. Some mental miscues, got to clean it up. Again, got to stay aggressive. And then the other thing I'd say is the Barons have been much more physical, throwing a lot more checks. The Caps could use a little bit of physicality in this game versus just waiting on a pass. Like, go throw a check, go get bodies in it. If they're going to do it to you, you best do it to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, here come the Barons up out of the zone to center ice. Bring it in along the left wing. Gets tipped away. Now that's going to be Conrad who passes it out over to Miles. Miles puts a shot on. Good shot by, who was that? Was that Eli? Now that puck out of the zone. Henry back, he'll take it. Henry, nice pass up over to Brady. Brady handles the puck, gets the puck taken away, but the Baron had fallen down. Now here come the Barons back into the zone, and we got a player down, and they're gonna call a penalty. And this is what happens when you let them play. Now, dumb penalty by both teams, probably. Brady going in the box. Stupid penalty.
And now the Barons are going to not take one. Should be a penalty on both sides for after the whistle, just checking. So
and they're going to give Brady 3 minutes on a major. Just a dumb penalty to take. After the whistle, there was a guy down injured, and you take a dumb penalty, and this will probably, this is going to take the whole rest of the period to clear out. And they've already scored 2 power play goals. It's the difference of the game, the power plays. Shot, that gets deflected by Coop. Bennett skates up. Bennett, they waved that off. Looked like it may have cleared out, but it didn't. Bennett will clear that down, but that'll be an icing. And in Canadian rules, when you're killing a power play, that's not an icing. It's a much better rule so we don't get the whistle and the puck coming back up. But we're not playing Canada today. Canada.
Which it would be fun to play that.
It's a much better rule. All right, 2:25. Shot up, over, and out of play. It's Jack, it's Coop, it's Liam, and Gavin. Beck with the save. Puck stays over on the right side. Good job by Liam to deflect that puck up over 85 stick as he had kind of gotten out front. So the Caps doing a decent job of killing the penalty, just over 2 minutes. Puck behind the net. And now everyone fighting for it. Puck right out front. Beck was able to save that one. Beck with a beautiful save.
That's going to make the highlight reel. That was phenomenal. I've never seen something like that. Just perfect dive out for it.
Replay makes it look even better. Gina!
That's going to be the loudest one you're ever going to hear. I mean, that was a phenomenal save there.
So Beck able to keep it at 2-1. You know Beck wants it. You know Beck's sitting there going, without these power play goals. And now we're trying to kill another one. So with 1:18 on the official clock, here come the Barons from the point. Shot off the post high and out of play.
This is just getting close. Caps are gonna need one here.
1:22 to go on the penalty kill. Killing a major. Barons win the faceoff, kick it up to the point. Able to keep it in along the boards, right side in the corner. Barons looking for a place to pass. Bennett comes in. Now they're skating after it. Good check by Aiden. Aiden, can he get it out? Yes, he does. That's with 51 seconds to go, something like that. Caps still barely cleared a little bit more than half of this penalty. Long penalty to kill. Basically, the whole second period been killing penalties and find themselves down 2-1, and that'll be an offsides.
So 47 seconds for the period, for the penalty kill, but 37 for the penalty.
No, 37 in the period, 47 on the penalty kill.
Yeah.
We've got it all backwards. We don't know what we're talking about over here. All right, this one taken away by Bennett. Bennett does an ill-timed pass. Bennett just skates that around. He probably is able to clear it out, but no harm, no foul. Aiden with it, brings it into the zone. Shot, that goes off the blocker and ends up down in the corner, now centered up and covered up.
For the first time, this whole penalty kill, that they are in the Baron zone. They've been up in the cap zone the whole penalty, but hopefully they can find one here. Oh, thought that was gonna be it.
All right, so the Barons going to make one last gasp at it with about 7 seconds left to go. Back behind the net. Can they keep it out? And they're going to get another whistle. What's this one for?
It's a penalty on the Barons now. So there's two
Penalty
penalties.
on the Barons. 2 seconds left to go on the official clock. We'll get a face-off down to the Barons zone. Just a wild second period with the whistles, and most of the penalties have been dumb penalties on both teams too. They're not clean penalties, just kind of it's gotten a little chippy, but.
And that is period.
So we go to the third with the Caps looking for a goal, down 2-1.
Shout out to Griffin. Thanks for watching.
Who's Griffin?
Bennett's little brother had a game this morning.
I thought, what about your teammates that are watching?
Yeah, shout out to them.
Shout out to them. What are their names?
Good luck to us.
What team do you play for?
Columbus Capitals 2015 Select. So.
Shout out to the 2015 Capital Select.
We play tomorrow against the Cincinnati Cyclones.
Playing the Cyclones, huh?
And I believe it's at Chiller, North.
What time?
Zero clue.
Zero clue. Ask my dad, right?
I know one thing. It's not during Super Bowl Sunday.
All right, so let's reset it here. So we got 4-on-4 hockey for 10 seconds. Then the Caps will be on a power play.
Tell them.
The Caps have been trying to kill a 3-minute major. They're now 6 seconds away from doing it. And they find the puck right in the zone. Oh, couldn't do it, but come out of the bench. It took forever to get off with. Fell asleep in the ice box. Took forever to come out of the box. We'd been out of the penalty and then didn't come out of the box for about 3 seconds after that. So
3:44.
1:12.
And that is
And
nice.
we get another icing.
Caps need to find one right here. So.
Huge save.
I was like, that's going to be the loudest Gia you're ever going to hear. And now the Barons are going to have this puck. They're going to have this as center ice. And now Liam's going to get this. Here first, going to send it deep into the Barons zone. And now number 20 for the Barons is going to try to get this out. He does. And Henry just plays with it a little too long.
So 42 seconds left to go on the power play. Caps could really use a power play goal to even up the
score.
2 power play goals against us and get this game tied back up. Bring it down the stretch tied.
2-1. Caps need one here.
Puck was in the zone momentarily, but comes right back out. 27 seconds left to go on the power play, and the puck's down behind the Capitals net. Not the place you want it. Here they come, though. Eli takes it up out of the zone. Center ice, pass over to Gavin. Gavin along the right wing, shot, kick save. Rebound came out. Wes was skating in for it, just couldn't quite get to it in time. Nice check on Gavin. Now that puck's going to go all the way down. No icing on it, but apparently it was tipped. I don't know by who.
And now it's back to full strength.
And neither team can convert on the power play. Good takeaway by West. Shot just wide of the net. Rebound comes back out the other way. West, if he goes quick, can turn. Nice pass up to Liam. Liam with the shot redirected almost in. West brings everything but the puck with them. Now the puck gets kicked over by Conrad over to the left wing. That's where Aiden's at. Also got Wesson there. That puck stays in momentarily, but now it's going to come out. Here come Barons up the ice into the zone along the right wing. Still with it, tried to cross ice pass, gets misdirected, and Eli able to take it up and out himself. Eli still with it along the boards. Neutral zone, comes back into the zone, out of the zone. Right back up to center ice, Barons with possession. Taken away though. And good tip by Ethan to tip it back deep in the zone. Can we get possession? Answers on that is
no.
Almost. Good battle in the neutral zone. Now here come the Barons into the cap zone. Puck gets centered up, but the Cap's able to take possession. And now Liam kicks it over to the right wing. Bennett centered it up in the wrong spot. And that puck's still there along the right wing. Shot, save. Rebound comes out, rebound. Beck able to just poke it over to the left wing. And Barron's shot, another save off the pad this time. That one's going to clear out and come all the way down. That's got to get waved off. I was going to say, if they call icing on that, that puck right underneath Henry. Then Henry blocks the shot. The good job is he had his head up. That's the one time you wanted your head down, though. Now Henry with it. Miles down deep. 10:23 to go in the game. Cross ice pass by the Barons over to the left wing. They bring it in deeper. Shot, Beck save, and covered up.
This is definitely the closest game. 2-1 is close.
Caps need a goal.
Yes.
Take that momentum. They've been putting the effort in this game, skating hard. It's been a hard-fought game. Puck clears the zone. Here comes Aiden down the ice. Shot! Rebound comes out and just no one there for the rebound. The rebounds have been there, but it's just the problem is the Caps haven't cleaned them up. Got to get Ethan in there to clean a few of them up. He's our rebound guy, and that's going to be a goal coming back the other way. And that's 3-1. Kind of knew the Caps needed a goal there. Aiden with a good shot, but then it comes back the other way. They go glove side high on Beck, and the score goes 3-1 with 9:45 to go.
Caps are trailing 1. They just need to get this point back to a 1-point game.
Now the puck's gonna.
Bennett's
What did it
got
hit
it.
the ref or something?
No, it hit like a lip down there or something. Now the Barons, now that puck's going behind the net. The Barons are gonna have it. West gets tripped up, no call. Now the Barons are gonna send us across the ice. Now Bennett gets hooked up, cannot get to this puck, and now the Barons are gonna have it in Cap zone. They're gonna send this all the way back down deep, misses the net completely, and now the Barons are still gonna have it. They're not gonna find it. They're not being able to find it, and that puck's going behind the net. That's going up across Gavin. Gavin's gonna get this out of the zone to Bennett. Bennett, he's got open ice, just gonna dump it down deep.
That's a good dump by Bennett. Bennett didn't have anywhere to go with it, so just bring the puck up, and hopefully we can keep it in. Shot.
Nice
Rebound out
move.
front. Stop jumping, we're moving. We got a camera in front of us.
We're getting close.
Taken away by Liam. Now that puck's centered up. Back with another good save across the ice, getting that glove in the right spot.
And now that puck's going to the Barons on the other side of the ice. Now that puck's going all the way down deep for an icing.
Unless it dies.
I mean, we're still sticking to this side of the ice. I don't know what about it, but it's just staying on this side of the ice. It's not going over here.
8:10 left to go in the game. Barons win the faceoff. Barons down in the corner. Taken away by the Caps. Caps trying to bring it up and out. Henry dumps it down. Puck ends up behind the net. Henry skating after it. Henry first one to get there. Miles. Now Henry back behind the net. He puts a check on. That's what I think the Caps need to do a little bit more of. They have not been throwing a lot of checks. Now Miles right out in front of the net. Henry in front of the net, tried to backhand it in, couldn't do it. We got one Baron without a stick, and the puck will clear the zone. Cross-ice pass goes behind the Baron, number 17, and that allows Henry to Miles to come back in, Miles and Cooper or Jack are in there. But now the Barons go around one, can't get around two. Puck in front of the net, that curls around, that's in a weird spot. Good job to get it back kind of over to the boards and clear it up and out. Pass up to Bennett. Bennett comes in to the zone, shot. That rebound comes back out over to Miles. Miles with it, up in the corner. Miles centers up, couldn't get the pass to connect. Now it's Aiden. Aiden puts a shot up. That rebound comes right out up front. And the puck's still in the zone. Fired up off the boards and gonna end up down in the corner. Bennett goes in there, gets it first. Bennett with it along the left wing, kicks it back down behind the net. Miles comes in to get it. Miles still with the puck, kicks it up into the zone. Aiden, rebound comes out, shot, just goes wide of the net. Michael had a good opportunity there, just couldn't connect. Now the puck clears, the snow has not cleared, but the Barons with it. Barons, now they get it to center ice. Barons go on the attack into the Capital zone along the wing. Everyone goes onto the ice, and puck goes down the ice without him. Now the puck stays along the left wing, no one there. Who will get there first? Going to be the Barons. Barons put a shot on. That puck almost ended up in the goal. And I hadn't started the clock. We're actually at 6:07 left.
Caps gonna need to find two to tie it back up. So, we got Ethan, Brady, Conrad, Michael, and Cooper. That puck's into the Cap zone. The Barons are going to have it. The Barons are just going to skate around with it. They're going to send it across ice, the other side of the ice. And now that puck's going across. And now the Barons have it. Cooper can't find his stick, and that puck's in the front of the net. Now Cooper's got it. Cooper's going to try to get this out of the zone, pass it up to Gavin. That puck's going all the way down deep. No icing. I'm going to send it along the boards. And the Barons now have control the puck. And now that puck's going all the way deep down the zone. No icing. The ref's going to wave it off. And that puck's against the boards. Now the Barons are going to have it against the boards. They're going to send this cross ice. Michael's going to try to get this puck out of the zone. Does. Now he's going to get it up to Gavin. Gavin going to pass it over to Ethan.
Oh. Problem is a lot of the passes have been right at the skates and not on the stick. It's hard to control a pass. It's right underneath your feet.
Now Liam's going to control it. Barons are going to have it, but Liam's going to...
I like that the Caps have gotten a little bit more physical here in the third. They weren't throwing a lot of checks. Now if Miles can get there quick, Miles went for the body. And not a lot of people following up. Miles went down. Looks like the Caps may have been going in for a line change. Now here we go. This is going to be Wes. Wes goes around one. Good move by Wes. Can he center up? Had Henry there. Henry was tied up. Shot by Aiden. That gets deflected before it can get to the net. Puck comes up high over into the corner. Now the Barons take it away. Barons going to skate it up and out. Up to center ice. Good job by Eli. That's an easy penalty though. Eli throws a cross check instead of going for the puck. Bad time to take a penalty. 4:06 to go when you're down by 2.
This is not good for the Caps.
So what should he have done there instead?
Probably just skated hard and got to him and actually lay to
All right.
check.
You have the right to the puck. You can get your body in. You cannot throw your stick at them, though. You can't throw the cross check, but if you come in there and skate in and get between you and the puck, totally okay. But as it is, the Caps got to kill another penalty. Puck comes down. Puck just over to the right side. Shot. That over to the left side. Beck with a nice save, and that puck's going to go out of play. Beck with the flurry of saves there. Again, though, almost like on that other power play where we're just letting them set up and take a shot and not putting any pressure on them. If you see someone winding up to take a shot, you got to get a stick on it.
Barons are going to have the puck in the front of the net. A 71 for the Barons is going to wind up. Shot,
save, rebound comes out over to the right wing. Off the post. .45 seconds left to go on the penalty kill. Here come the Barons. Up the ice to center ice. That's an offsides. I don't know how they didn't call that. Puck over on the left wing. Shot, rebound comes out. Beck with a stick poke. Barons still with it, down deep. Into the corner it goes. Poked away. Back down into the corner. That puck right there, off the boards, not going to clear out. Now it'll clear though. And 13 seconds left to go on the penalty kill. And they're going to get an icing. We could have just skated that up instead of taking the icing and probably killed the penalty. But as it stands, we'll get a face-off in the Capital zone.
So it looks
2:46 is the actual time.
So Ethan's to take this, gonna win. The Barons are gonna win this.
Barons up along that left wing. They've been playing on that left wing a lot.
43 for the Barons, gonna send this to the middle, but no one's gonna find it.
Penalties kill, but they got to get out on the ice. And there we go. That's going to be Henry. Henry, nice pass over to Ethan. Ethan shot just wide of the net. Good shot by Ethan.
Now the Barons are going to have the puck skating into the Cap zone. No Caps on them. No Caps players on them.
That puck,
Offsides.
I was going to say, that's got to be off, right? 2:10 to go. Caps, we'll see how long they go. Are they going to pull Beck or are they going to go empty netter? 2:10 to go. Got to keep an eye on Beck now.
Ethan, so that puck's going to go into the Cap zone.
First thing they got to do is get it cleared out of the zone if they want to think about pulling back.
And they can't get any penalties doing so. So now it looks like Miles going to have this. Miles going to pass this up to Ethan. And that puck's just getting caught up in people's skates. And now the Barons are going to have this. Now Henry's going to have it, going to send it to open ice.
Go, go, go.
Miles got it, going to dangle around one. Miles going to dangle around two. Shot. Stuffs him. And they are pulling Beck.
So Beck's coming off with 1:36 to go.
No, they are not. They're not pulling Beck anymore.
No, Beck will stay in. I'll be surprised if he does. I'm surprised we're not calling a timeout here to figure out how you want to do the last 1:36. Oh, now let the clock run. I'll get the clock lined up here. It's 1:36.
Going back to Aiden. Aiden gonna win it over to Gavin. Gavin shot. That puck's just in front of the net, sitting there. Now that puck's going all the way back out. That puck's going to the front of the net. Love.
Hey, look at that. The clock has stopped perfectly at 1:22 now. All right, Beck gonna come off now. Beck's officially off the ice. All right, call the timeout. Figure out how you want to handle it. No timeout though. Maybe they're not letting them call timeouts. So the Caps with a one-man advantage here.
Find it.
But that puck's gonna go all the way down. Got to get there first. No one in net. Up off the boards. "57 seconds left to go." Why have I been doing a terrible job with the clock this whole game?
That
puck right out in
keeps
front of the
going
net.
in front of the net. And the Barons are going to have it in the cap zone. No offsides. That puck's just sitting there. The refs are not blowing the whistle, which probably should. And now that puck's out, cap zone. And that puck, Barons are still going to have it. Now it's going into the Baron zone. West going after it. West is digging for it. Now the puck just gets deflected. Now Miles is going to take a step. Does, and that's a nice step. Going to make it tipped off. Liam's going to have it. Liam's going to send us all the way across the ice. And now Liam's going to have it. Liam's going to send this.
The ice. Yeah, you can't waste time when we're. You just got to get it up the ice.
And that looks like it's going to be the last one of this game.
And that'll do it. So the Caps drop both of them. This one 3-1. Mainly due to power play goals. And the penalties, not a
21-20.
a fun thing to deal with in this second game. Caps played a great game. Penalties bit them in the heels. And the Caps find themselves down 3-1 in a game where 2 power play goals were scored. So thanks everyone for watching. Enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow. We got the day off. And we will see you in wonderful Fort Wayne, Indiana next weekend. Take care.